So people from Ivory Coast are responding to all the critics after the failed coup that happened in Burkina Faso, and then they saw the general visit their president. So this is what they have to say. On my previous video, a lot of people from Ivory Coast are saying the president of Ivory Coast, he is not from Ivory Coast, he is from Burkina Faso. As y'all can see this comment over here, keep in mind that the president of Ivory Coast, he is from Burkina Faso. He wasn't elected by the Ivorian people, but he was imposed on us by France. Hey, so you want to tell me that the president of Ivory Coast is from Burkina Faso, so he's attacking his own people? Damn. Anyway, you know that in Africa anything can happen. So what do you guys think? Let me know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Alassane Ouattara, the president of Cote d'Ivoire, and Michael Langley, the general of AFRICOM, the two biggest black sellouts of our century, hands down. And you guys will go down in history for it. I want all the history books to point to you as the biggest sellouts. Your generation and the next generation and the next generation after that will look at you as a sellout. You are a disappointment to Africans. How can you do this in a time of revolution, in such a time when Africa is rising up and we are standing on our feet? You choose to chop our legs off. For what? What did you gain out of it? 40 million. Okay, you use the 40 million, but it is at the expense of the bloodshed of your brothers and sisters. Was it worth it? I want all my Ivory Coastian brothers and sisters to stand up and talk. I've not heard you guys speak. Come in the comment section and confirm that you do not stand with your president. Confirm that you stand with Ibrahim Traore. You stand with Burkina Faso, and you stand for African liberation. We don't hate you. We love you. We know that you are not your president, but we want you to open your mouth and speak. I have not heard you speak. Please come into the comment section. Show your love for Africa liberation and Africa unity. You are not your president, and we will not stand for these two coons, these two house ends, these two babooniashes to come and take away all that we have fought for. Captain Ibrahim Traore, President of Africa, stands for. And you know what, guys? What I discovered, they have been in Cote d'Ivoire. They were even in Cote d'Ivoire last year, strengthening relationship. That Michael Langley, he was there last year, strengthening relationships with the Cote d'Ivoire president. You see, these people, when they do something, they don't do it for today. Or hey, no, not just for today. They plan years in advance. They handpicked Alassane to be president, to prime him for such a time like this. This is how these people are. And so we must be sharp, guys. Alassane has to come to his knees. He has to recognize that we mean business. Who is with me? Please comment in the section that you are with me, that you stand for Ibrahim Traore, you stand for Burkina Faso, and you stand for Africa liberation.
So finally, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, speak on Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso. Y'all know that Vladimir Putin is a spiritual father of Ibrahim Traore. So this is what he has to say. If anybody touch Burkina Faso or Ibrahim Traore, means he's touching Russia. And he said that it's very sad. This is a time for Africans to wake up with all the resources that Africa has, but for decades and centuries, Africa has never benefited from its natural resources. And he says this is a time for Africa to wake up. So, and y'all know when Ibrahim Traore is giving you high, it's gonna give you like this. But when it's Putin, high five like that. Okay. So, what do you guys think on the relationship for Russia and Burkina Faso? Let me know.
Hello, this guy. Only a year and a bit ago, nobody knew about him. As soon as he chose freedom over slavery, he chose independence over colonialism. The Western leaders could not stop bashing him. The more they bash him, the more popular he gets. I'm telling you, a year and a half ago, nobody knew about him. Even a year ago, nobody in the West, outside Africa, knew about him. The more they go for him, the more they criticize him, the more they vilify him, the more popularity he gains across the entire world. Now he's becoming a symbol for resistance and a symbol for freedom across the world, even in the United States and in Europe. And that's how it works. He's now becoming an enigma to the Western supremacist morons who cannot survive outside sucking dry Africa for free. I say, Viva Palestine, screw Israel, because Israel is behind them, all these monsters. And Traore, continue your road and take care of yourself. And I hope all the Africans will take heed out of your leave out of your book and do what you have done with your country, so that we become united and we become too many for them to fight all of us at once. Viva Palestine one more time, and good luck to you, Mr. Traore.
North Korea have just decided to give Burkina Faso military support, and this comes after even China and Russia had given their military support to Burkina Faso. Now, why are these people this much instrumental in giving Burkina Faso military support? You remember, just some days back, Captain Ibrahim Traore was threatened by a certain powerful general in the United States that he should be arrested for using the gold reserves in Burkina Faso to enrich himself. Even the people in France have been protesting in order for Captain Ibrahim Traore to step down. Now, North Korea have now come in the picture to protect Captain Ibrahim Traore with all the resources that they have, all the way from their president up to the military. They have decided to send 500 troops of military to Burkina Faso in order to protect all those gold mines that the West and France are fighting Captain Ibrahim Traore over. Now, do you think by these three countries working together to support Captain Ibrahim Traore, do you think both France and United States will come close to Burkina Faso anymore?
They do everything to make us afraid. They come into our palaces. They threaten us directly or with veiled threats. Of course, we respond as we should. They always take examples. They will tell us, Thomas Sankara tried to do it like this, but where is he? He is dead. The Haitian president, he tried to do it like this. Where is he? He is dead. Gaddafi tried like this. Where is he? He is dead. These are the veiled statements made to us to instill fear. And then we also often see some young people trying to follow in the footsteps in a different way. You can hear them say, such a person ruled like this, he has the sepulchre. Such a person ruled like this, he is in prison. All this to try to scare us, to make us cowards. I think they haven't understood something. When we say the homeland or death, we shall overcome, it's not just a phrase, it has its full meaning. We are not afraid and we will never be afraid. We will continue our struggle. They have undoubtedly and surely scared numerous African heads of state. You often see, when we speak or when we have the opportunity to be in certain situations abroad, we often make statements to call on African heads of state to wake up, take care of our youth, to be able to initiate our real development. We are often misunderstood. Some have responded publicly to our statements because they feel targeted. But I can assure you, youth, that when we find ourselves in their corridors, these same heads of state tell us, you are on the right track. This is what needs to be done for Africa to feel empowered. So, we ask them questions about why you don't do as we do, why you don't support us. Some tell us they are entangled, some tell us they cannot. Dear elders, African heads of state, from this platform I would like to say that African people are the most peaceful people. When you recognize the wrong, you must tell the people. Let us not be afraid tomorrow to go out and tell the people. We apologize. We have been compromised. We have ill-gotten gains. We have been constrained by many things, and we ask for forgiveness and return to the right path. If we remain in this posture of fear, we will be cowards, and history will judge us. Our children will ask questions. Our grandchildren will ask questions. We are writing history. There is no room for cowardice. If our ancestors...
Now look at your screen very well. Look at what some Yorubas are writing concerning Ibrahim Traore. Solely because Ibrahim Traore is not in good terms with ECOWAS, and Tinubu, who is a Yoruba man, is the one sharing ECOWAS, and Ibrahim Traore is not in good terms with ECOWAS and the British and France, that is, pushing Tinubu to destroy Nigeria and Africa. Yoruba people have taken it upon their head to defame and write nonsense and discredit Ibrahim Traore in every ramification. Now, it does not matter what the good that Ibrahim Traore had actually brought to Burkina Faso people. Now, he is asking, have you seen any Burkina Faso person that is writing good, that is praising Ibrahim Traore online? It's everything about online, number one. Two, do you understand French? Three, do you follow any Burkina Faso person online? Four, do you think every country is weird and pretending to be woke, like our unbaked Nigerian youths who are online watching dirty linear, opening mouth, talking rubbish, making the loudest noise on social media, and then offline nothing is happening? We want to change Nigeria from only the media. Again, and very importantly, look at your screen. These Burkina Faso people, they are not only even writing, there are thousands and numerous videos of Burkina Faso people videoing good roads that Ibrahim Traore has done. The beautiful thing about it is that, unlike Tinubu that will go and contract foreign road constructors like Beggar and the rest of them to come and build Nigeria, why Nigerians don't know how to do anything, but Ibrahim Traore bought the machines and then taught his people how to quota their own roads by themselves. This is what a leader is. Not unlike Nigeria, where our engineers or our science students, when they are done graduating, they go and teach them how to do tie and dye in NYC. They go and teach them how to do bake cake and interior design, and how to do helping hand people. Alliance and what's their name? GNLD. They work on when I register under me, and you see coppers line up, uncooked, unemployable graduates. And in Nigeria, where you have people living under the dollar, people are coming out to speak for the Burkina Faso. Are you people not ashamed of yourself? This is how we can't get good leaders. Because of tribal, when I don't graduate, when I tribal bigot to come up for Nigeria now, Burkina Faso people, when I want the shame, they catch me. Some of these Yorubas, when I shame, now it makes some people, they don't want to be betrayers. I don't know how Africans can stand in one unity and fight for themselves. No, you must see some sheeps, some mosquitoes that will come out and start opening mouth to talk rubbish when they are not talking this nonsense. Same people will come out and say, hey, British enslave our forefathers. May your forefathers be enslaved forever. Nonsense. When I tell you like this, we don't pro, but I know if for you.
I must say this, if you're a black person and you got social media and you got a phone and you believe in the freedom of African people and Africa, you need to start posting on what's going on in Burkina Faso, what's going on in Mali, what's going on in Niger, what's going on in Senegal. We need to start posting because the enemies is trying to kill this guy. They're trying to assassinate Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. They already did it with Gaddafi. He tried to free Africa and they murder him. They unalive him. So if you got a phone, no matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Jamaica, whether you're no matter where you are, we need to start posting on what's going on in Burkina Faso. This guy is trying to change a lot of things and his life is at risk. This guy is trying to change the way people view Africa. Africa is rich.
Meet the Minister of Defense in Burkina Faso. This man is the one who is responsible for saving Captain Ibrahim Traore's life, the president of Burkina Faso, in the past weekend. Standing ovation to you, sir. This is an example of what leadership is. Defense minister defends its president and the country. Now, listen to this. So the security minister allegedly accusing the Ivory Coast of plotting the coup against Ibrahim Traore. I'm like, Kanen, this is the president of Ivory Coast.
can't pronounce his name. And I'm like, oh, God, this fun. He's been a president since 2010. So for 14 years, he's been a president. With that time, elections, each and every election, there's the Ivory Coast. The people are always complaining, and his entire resume is telling. He worked for the IMF. He worked for the Central Bank of West African States. In France. So you know, and then they made him a prime minister after that. And then ever since we're president. So we know where his loyalty is. We know who his buddies are. But I want to remind the people of Ivory Coast that once again, you have an opportunity to do the right thing. Elections 2025 October, let's make sure. Every time they do these things and they get a president that doesn't seem like the people really want, nothing is done. Nothing is done. We just accept it. This is not the time for us to accept anything that it doesn't look okay anymore. I love it when I see Africa unite and people do the right thing. I hope your name will be remembered in history. Siabong.
President, there no stain to touch his white. No stain to touch his white when he put on white cloth. No stain to touch his white. America, we have so many leaders to sacrifice to you guys. Many presidents, Bola Ahmed Tinubu can pay all your sacrifice. When you use Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Buhari and Babangida, former president of Nigeria, Babangida, who we sacrifice four former presidents from Nigeria, we will sacrifice for as a giant nation. Nigeria is a giant country. So we want to sacrifice 4 presidents. The president of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former president General Ibrahim Babangida, Buhari, Mamadou Buhari, and Obasanjo. We are represented 4 presidents. We bring out 4 presidents to represent Nigerians, you know. So those 4 presidents, they are enough to pay the sacrifice for Africans. So even though they don't need any, we will have the Cameroon president, we will have the Ivorian president, we will have former president of Ghana. What they call it? What it be named? Kofi? Abia they call her Kwana Kofi. So please, brothers and sisters,
He also insulted all Africans.
I think they forgot to say thank you to us. It's not a big deal. It will come with time.
There is a part that caught my attention where he talked about ingratitude.
Gratitude, I am well aware, is a non-transmissible disease to humans.
He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this gentleman sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not human in his eyes. I think that if he is not an atheist and he prays, every morning when he wakes up and prays, he should also pray to the Africans. Because it is thanks to our ancestors that there is a France today. He should pray to us. Someone kills in the name of Islam, and we cannot say that he is on the wrong path. Several operations are underway. There are areas abandoned for several years that we have reclaimed. We are in the consolidation phase, and we continue our maneuvers up to our borders. In a few days, you will of course be informed of everything that has been recovered, and we will establish ourselves in these areas permanently. We will not retreat, we will reclaim all of our territory. And this will happen then. This will happen progressively. There may be regions that today that seem not to witness certain actions, but war is an evolving process. We will completely clear out areas and gradually move in, tightening the noose on these people. As I said, they only have 2 choices. Either understand the message and return to the homeland, or they will disappear.
A black nation can give the world that. I have never seen that. I have never seen a black nation that went and destroy another black nation and change them people or colonize them. I've never seen a black nation. I'm so proud of our ancestors because they led nothing with us, only peace. Because we're free to go everywhere, 4 corners of this earth. And nobody can point finger at us or say your ancestor did this to us. I'm so proud of my ancestors. Peace, that's why our ancestors live with us. You can only understand that if what I tell you today, you can do research of that. And tell me where there is a black country that went to another country and take them people from their country and take them, put them in another country and call them slaves. I have never seen our people always live peace with us. Peace is what they live with us. So you can go and say we're selling each other with this, that. No, that's not what our ancestors live with us. They live out with peace. That peace the United Nations have been looking for 100 years. They will never find it. It's only in black man, in the black nations. My guy, I don't talk much because I've seen and I've listened. I've traveled around the world. I've never seen 68 black countries. I've never seen a black man that was force people to worship another religion. I've never seen that. Our people, our ancestors live peace with us. We live in peace and we die in peace. If you only understand that, you will live long in this life and you will live peacefully and then you will die peacefully. I thank you all. I don't have much to say. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, that was a good one, bro. Yeah, maybe we don't have power like the YT to do that. Maybe that's why our ancestors didn't colonize another place. But that's another topic. But let me come back to you, Ras. Why I disagree with you? You see this integrity thing we're looking down on and we don't take it serious, right? That is why Africa is still in this predicament we're in. Because we can only count 2 African leaders that have integrity right now. The remaining, none of them have it. None of them have it. Nobody put their people first. They put themselves and their children first, but they don't put their people first. And I will always use China as an example. Africa was doing better than China 15 years ago. But they know in order for them to develop, they have to get rid of all the sellout and the coons. I tell you, Chinese unalive 25 million people. So until Africa is ready for that, you see all those corrupt people, if you are a farmer, because I'm a farmer, right? You have weed infested in your granite or your maize farm. What do? Do you come and cut the maize out? No, you get rid of the weed. So the maize can grow properly and give you healthy and productive fruits, right? So that's what we need to do in Africa. You see all these coons, we have to unalive them or lock them in a cell forever. That's the only thing. There have to be consequences for this action. And we're taking them slightly, and that is why we are still in this situation we are. We have all the resources to develop Africa. Africa is the richest continent in the world, but still the poorest continent. Why?
Okay, so what's the question?
My question is the integrity part. How can we make our people believe in integrity? Burkina Faso is showing us. Ibrahim Traore, that's his word, integrity. He always use that word all the time. When they translate this word from French to English, he always talk about integrity. We lack integrity in that continent.
Do you know what Burkina Faso means?
Yes, uprising men.
No, upright.
Yeah,
man.
Upright man.
And it was Thomas Sankara who changed it from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, which means the land of the upright man. But then democracy was in this upright nation because democracy went after Thomas Sankara for the integrity he was instilling on his people. You see, a snake, a boa, a python, or however big it is, up to the tail, if the head don't move, the tail will be dormant. Every nation in Africa, if the head is going the wrong direction, the whole body and the tail are going to be heading for the same wrong direction. Example, Burkina Faso, their head is headed in the right direction. The people of Burkina Faso had a meeting. They said they don't want no military, they don't want Ibrahim Traore there. They debated all night. Daybreak, they had their representatives, the leading committee, who went to the presidency. We are finished with our meeting. Look this up. The President Traore even joked, say, "You are ready to replace me now?" They all laughed about it, and then they said, "No, we gathered $110 million as our contribution towards the development, because we see you are leading us in the right direction." That is the head. They went to him, the head, who is leading the body of the snake. If the head is correct, the whole body of the snake will follow. When they did this last assassination attempt, the widowed women of the military who lost children, husbands, wives, and everybody else, the widowed came together and gathered 10 million and said, "This money is just for your protection." Because the head is correct, and because the head is correct, all African nations, the people, even in the diaspora, the Caribbean, and everywhere, are supporting Captain Traore because of the integrity he is instilling. I told you, home of Salah, that we lost our integrity by the way because we followed a wrong leader. The head is incorrect. The Western world is a wrong leader for us. They are corruptors. They have corrupted us. They have abused us. They have confused us. They have fused us. They have refused us. They disorganized us. We lost our integrity through that process. But right now, at this time that you are bringing up the question, where is our integrity? Integrity is waking up amidst the people. Thank you for the question, because you probably are the one who just opened the door to integrity in all our little ways around the world. Every one of us are coming up with our own thing, our own way, because we are the jigsaw to this big African puzzle. Each one is an important piece. That's why we need everyone who is on board. Bob Marley said, "Zion train is coming our way." Do you know all we have to do? Because I can tell you now that Zion train is here. Right now, we're gonna have the first demonstration on April 30, and everybody should get on board on that one. Guess what? Every black man is getting on board right now. And all Bob Marley said was, "My people, get on board this train and give thanks to the spirituality that we have, that we are using right now, that we speak." All black people all over the world are hearing. The president of Ibrahim Traore acted. He just acted, and we are speaking for him. Malcolm X said, there is gonna come a time when all black men are gonna wake up and realize that if you go after one black man, you are going after every black man. I land my plane.
No, that was a good one, bro. That was a good one. We're waking up.